Hey, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Chris, out on the Gold Wing, and today is a holiday. I want to wish everybody out there that's watching my video a happy Labor Day weekend. How's everybody doing? It's a good day for a ride out here in the mean streets of Memphis. Current air temp 75 degrees, and it feels good to be out on the Gold Wing. And so today I'm doing another mic test. If you guys watched my last video, I was doing some mic testing and the mic gain was too high. So in this video I'm using a different mic. So today I'm out here testing out this microphone on this Labor Day weekend. And today I want to talk to you about the things that I carry when I travel. The top 10 things that I carry when I travel. Now, my top 10 things that I carry is not scientific. Every writer may have a different list of what's important to them when they travel. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about some of the things that I carry when I travel. Now, I'm not talking about local traveling, a lunch run, or around town. I'm talking about when I'm doing a long distance travel, when I'm traveling from state to state or from coast to coast. So what are the things that I carry when I travel? So let's go over the top 10 things that I carry when I travel.
Gold Wing Ride, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs. Number 10
is a road atlas. Yes, a road atlas, a paper road atlas. They still make them. McNally road atlas are still effective. Nowadays, a lot of us, we carry our phones with us everywhere we go. And we use our GPS when we travel. On my 21 Gold Wing, I have the Apple CarPlay. All I have to do is enter the location in my GPS and plug it in the bike. And it gives me turn-by-turn directions. Well, why do I carry a road atlas? Well, I'm glad you asked. When you're out here traveling on the highway, you may run into a situation where the traffic comes to a stop. And the thing about a GPS would try to reroute you back to the highway that you're traveling. So let's say you're traveling down a certain highway and for some reason you need to get off and you have your address already programmed in your GPS or in your phone. Your GPS is going to take you back, or it's going to attempt to try to take you back to the highway that you was traveling on, even though you're trying to get off of that highway. The thing I like about a road atlas is that you can look up a highway, you can look up a street. You don't have to worry about your GPS trying to route you to that particular location, because you can see it right there on the map. So having a cell phone is great. I always carry that with you. Using a GPS works fine, but you need to have a backup. So that's why I say a McNally road atlas. You can get them online, you can get them on Amazon, but get a road atlas, keep it in your trunk or keep it in your trailer as a backup. Because GPSs work fine, but you may get into a situation where you might get into an area where it's a lot of mountains, depending on where you live. You know, some of these areas don't have cell phone towers. Next thing you know, your GPS is not working. and you looking like a deer in headlights. So I highly recommend picking up a McNally Road Atlas, a up-to-date Road Atlas, and keep that in your bike, keep it in your trailer, just in case something happens. If your GPS fails, you can always resort back to your road map or your Road Atlas. Number 9. What's my number 9 thing that I carry when I travel? Is a mover's blanket. Mover's blanket. Number 9, mover's blanket. I know some of you are thinking, why would you need a mover's blanket? Now, for some of you guys that travel that do not have a trailer, this may not apply to you, but if you carry a trailer, always, if you can, carry a mover's blanket. Just in case you have a problem, you may need to lay down on the ground. You might need to look underneath your gold wing or underneath your motorcycle, or you may need to look underneath your trailer or do some work on the bike. So it's always good to have a mover's blanket in your trailer, just in case you need to get on the ground to keep yourself from getting dirty, or to put the items that you're carrying on the mover's blanket, especially when you come out of a hotel and you need to repack your trailer. You lay everything in your trailer onto the mover's blanket, and then you can repack your trailer accordingly. So always keep a mover's blanket. So that's my number 9 thing that I love to carry when I travel. Number 8. Number 8 is a tool bag. Is a tool bag. It doesn't matter if you're riding a reliable Honda Gold Wing. It doesn't matter if it's a Suzuki, a Kawasaki, a Harley Davidson, an Indian. Always carry you some type of spare tools. Always carry a tool bag. Now, if you're not carrying a trailer, get you a tool kit. You can pick them up at Cycle Gear. You can get them on Revzilla. The Honda Gold Wing used to come with the tool kit standard, but nowadays, the Gold Wings are not coming with the tool kit. So always carry you a tool kit, just in case something happens on the road. You can access your tool kit. Now, what are some of the things you should carry in your tool kit? For the Honda Gold Wing, you need an assortment of Allen wrenches, because the Gold Wing have a bunch of hex head screws, and you need Allen wrenches to take those screws out. So carry an assortment of Allen wrenches, a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver. Carry the things that you may need, just in case you run into a problem, the tools that you normally use when you work on your bike. Now, you can't carry all the tools that you normally use when you work on your bike, but you want to at least carry some basic tools inside of a tool bag or a tool kit. And also in that tool kit, you need a tire gauge. Always carry a tire gauge, just in case you need to check your tire pressure. You have a tire gauge in your tool bag. Now, for me, I have the Fobo tire pressure monitoring in addition to a manual tire gauge. If you guys didn't see the video of my Fobo tire pressure monitoring installation, be sure to click on that video link in the top corner for the Fobo tire pressure monitoring installation on the Honda Gold Wing. And I have no complaints about it. It works really well. It's very effective. It's very accurate, and it's very convenient. You guys could pick up the Fobo tire pressure monitoring Fobo 2. I will include a link in the description of the video of where you guys could pick up the Fobo tire pressure monitoring for your Gold Wing. The next item up on my list, number 7, which is an air compressor. You always want to carry an air compressor, especially if you have a trailer, because if you find out that your tire needs air, now you're going to need the ability to put air in the tire. They sell all different types of tire inflators, but carry a air compressor. I mean, they even making them now battery powered, where you don't have to even plug them in, which I think is very convenient. But if you carry a air compressor that you plug in, make sure that your outlet is strong enough to run your air compressor, because you got to keep in mind that some of the air compressor pulls a lot of amps, and it can actually blow the fuse on your cigarette charger. So if you carry a plug-in air compressor, make sure that your outlet is strong enough to run your air compressor. If you never used it, plug it up on the bike, test it out, make sure that it works. Let it run for a minute or so. You want to verify that it's not going to blow the fuse. So if you carry an air compressor, make sure that your outlet is strong enough to run your air compressor. So our air compressor is one of the things that I always carry on my trailer when I travel. Number 6, my number 6 is a tire repair kit. A tire repair kit. You always got to carry a tire repair kit. When you're traveling on these highways, you may get out in an area where there's no cell phone signal. So always carry a tire repair kit or a tire plug kit. You can pick them up at Harbor Freight. They're very cheap. They're very inexpensive. And also learn how to plug a tire. Practice. If you guys didn't see my video on how to plug a tire, click on that link in the top corner. I walk you through how to plug a tire. Be sure to check it out. But always carry a tire plug kit on your motorcycle. And that's the thing about these motorcycle tires, that if you pull into a tire shop, they're not going to plug your motorcycle tire. They're not going to plug it. That's one of the reasons why I run a car tire. You can plug a car tire. Now you can plug a motorcycle tire. Back in the day, they used plugs. Then they went to a plug patch. And then they went to not plugging the tires at all. But you need to carry a tire repair kit, at least to get you off the road, at least to get you to a service center to get your tire repaired or your tire replaced. So always carry a tire repair kit on your motorcycle. Which brings me to my next number. Number 5. Number 5 is roadside assistance. Roadside assistance, you gotta have it. Now, a lot of you out there, you have insurance on your motorcycle, and some of your insurance carries towing. But verify how many miles that your towing will allow. But what about when you're traveling out of town, when you're traveling on a long distance trip? You need a separate policy for roadside assistance. I highly recommend AAA. I highly recommend AAA. Anybody that's watching this video, if you have a motorcycle and you pull a trailer, make sure that you have Motorcycle Premier RV. Let me repeat, Motorcycle Premier RV. A lot of you out there have AAA, and that covers the bike. But if you're pulling a trailer and your trailer goes down, you need Motorcycle Premier RV. And AAA will carry, depending on your policy, I think they'll carry up to 200 miles. They'll tow you up to 200 miles. Whereas your regular insurance company may only tow you 25 miles. So keep that in mind, that your regular insurance towing may not be enough for your bike and trailer. That's okay if you're traveling in a city or local or by your house. But if you're traveling on the road from coast to coast, state to state, you get out in some of these areas, some of these deserts, there may not be a service center for several hundred miles. So you want to get the furthest towing that you can get for your motorcycle. So I highly recommend getting AAA, and make sure that if you carry a trailer, you got Motorcycle Premier RV. If it just AAA, it's not going to cover the trailer if the trailer goes down. If it's just a bike, regular AAA is fine, but you need Motorcycle Premier RV, especially if you pull a trailer. Now to my next number, number 4. Number 4. For you guys that also carry a trailer, make sure you carry a folding chair. You want to make sure you have a folding chair in your trailer, just in case you're sitting on the side of the road, or you may be sitting at a park. Maybe you traveled several hundred miles and you need a break. You can break out your folding chair. For you guys that carry trailers, you know what I'm talking about. It's very convenient. A lot of times people will ask me, why do you carry a trailer with you everywhere you go? One word: convenience. If you never pulled a trailer, you probably wouldn't understand. But pulling a trailer is very convenient. So if you pull in a trailer, make sure you carry a folding chair. You can pick them up at Target. You can pick them up on Amazon. You can pick them up online. Bed Bath & Beyond. There's a lot of places to pick up a small folding chair. I've even seen guys that do not have a trailer. They strap a folding chair to their luggage rack. So always carry a folding chair. You might travel across several states. You're tired. You need to get off the bike. And you want to just sit on something other than a motorcycle. Or you may need to work on your bike. Or you may need to wait on Roadside Assistance to come and pick you up. So get a folding chair. I can't overemphasize that. Very convenient, guys. I highly recommend a folding chair. Number three is the next number up. Number three is gear. Make sure that you carry extra gear. And there's two types of gear that I'm referring to: rain gear and additional clothing. Rain gear and additional clothing. Now, here in the South, it's warm. The temperatures are good. But a lot of times when you travel to the north, especially toward the end of the year or in the earlier parts of the year, the temperature changes. I mean, you may start out in this 75 degrees here and you ride north and it may drop 10 degrees depending on the type of weather that they're having, depending on the months. So always carry additional gear. You may start out riding in the daytime and it's nice and warm, it's hot, and then at night the temperature drops. You may start out in a t-shirt and later on the temperature drops. You'll be surprised. It could be warm in one area, you drive to another area and the temperature drops. So you want to be able to put on the clothing. You want to be able to put on additional gear. So always carry extra gear, whether that be a jacket, a balaclava, gloves, chaps. Always carry extra gear in your trailer. Now, if you don't have a trailer, I understand you have to pack light. But always carry extra gear because you never know. Also, rain gear. You gotta have rain gear. You gotta keep it in your saddlebag, guys. You gotta keep it in your trailer. You may start out, it's dry as a bone. Well, you get a few miles up the road, a couple hundred miles up the road, or a few states up the road. Now you're running into a lot of rain. So make sure that you carry rain gear. And if you can, get boot covers, glove covers. That's the convenience of carrying a trailer. You can put all of that stuff in your trailer. If you don't have a trailer, you can put it in your saddlebag, but always carry you some rain gear when you travel. And number two, my number two, what is the number two on the list? When I travel, I always carry a high-end credit card. A high-end credit card. A $500 limit is not enough. You may get into a situation where you get sick. You may need to store your bike. You may need to fly home. You know, you may get caught into bad weather, need to stay extra nights on the road. Your bike could break down. Your trailer could break down. You never know, so always carry, if you can, a high-end credit card. Not a $500 limit, but you need a high-end credit card when you're traveling, just in case something goes wrong. The old saying go, plan for the worst and hope for the best. I'll deal with the bill when I get back. But you want to get a high-end credit card, just in case something happens. You may need a set of tires on the road. Engine can lock up. There's a lot of variables, a lot of things that can happen with the bike, with the trailer, or with you. So always carry a high-end credit card when you travel. Plan for the worst and hope for the best. And now we're down to the number one. Number one. What is the number one thing that a biker should carry when they travel? The number one thing, in my opinion, that a biker needs to carry when he travels is a peacemaker. But what is a peacemaker, Chris? Well, I'm glad you asked. A peacemaker is some personal protection. Make sure you carry your personal protection. Now, make sure you follow the laws. Some states do not allow you to carry your weapon. So make sure you do your research. Make sure you check the laws. Some states recognize your carry permit. Some states will not recognize your carry permit. I think Illinois is illegal to carry a weapon. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but do your research. Laws change. Some states recognize other states' gun carry permits. Some states you don't even have to have a gun carry permit. But make sure that you research and follow the laws. Make sure you know what you're getting into. The last thing you want is to be traveling with your firearm on you and you're riding in a state where a firearm is maybe not legal. So just keep that in mind. And when you carry your firearm, you're not carrying your firearm looking for trouble. But if trouble comes to you, you got to defend yourself. And so those are my top 10. And also, I'm going to give you guys a bonus. Get you a good helmet communicator. Good helmet communicator. It doesn't matter if it's a Cardo, like I'm wearing here today, if it's a Center 50. There are different helmet communicators on the market. Make sure you get you a good helmet communicator when you travel. And pair it to your phone. So in the event you need to make a phone call, you don't have to stop and pull over to the side of the road. You can do it right there on the fly. You can send text messages via voice. You can answer your text messages, listen to your text messages, or listen to music. But the headset is an extension of your phone. And if you're traveling with the group, you'll be able to communicate with the other riders and let them know if you need to stop, or if something is in the road, maybe there's a road hazard, or maybe you have an issue with your bike. You can communicate with the other bikes. Hand signals are good, but always carry you a helmet communicator. So I hope these top 10 things that I carry help some of you guys out. I hope these top 10 things that I carry will also make you a better rider, a better biker. Hopefully these things will make you feel more confident when you travel, whether you're traveling with the group or you're traveling alone, traveling solo. Well, anyway, I want everybody to chime in on this video. Let me know what you think about my top 10 things that I carry when I travel. Be sure to put that down in the comment section below. I will include links within the description of some of the items that I talked about and where you can pick it up. If you guys like this video, be sure to click the like button. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And let me know what you think about my audio. How does this sound? Is it clear to you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Let me know what you think about my microphone. I want everybody to chime in on this video. Drop your comments down in the comment section below. And I will talk to you guys later. See you.